The world of men is often misunderstood by men, and the world of the Lord is often misunderstood by men, and the world of women is often misunderstood definitely by men, and the world of men is most often misunderstood by women. But there are men who have to go through a transition, and every young lad, every young boy, regardless of the size of his package, goes through a transition from boyhood to manhood. And a boy is still a boy in college. And the reason a boy is still a boy in college, even if they travel overseas, is that they have not learned to appease their manhood. What I mean by that is they haven't had a lot of interest from women that are of age and mature. And at the same time, they've not had a lot of relationship experience that makes them come of age from men and women. More importantly, in terms of the aspects of America Inc. around the globe, is that that young man has done absolutely nothing to earn for himself, provide for a spouse or significant other, whatever persuasion he may be as a man. And he has not provided for a child. Men in America, men around the globe, many men are lazy about raising children, unless, of course, they came out of a situation that made them really consider, what does a child need? An intellectual type man might be willing to read a book on rearing children. A family in struggle with an intelligent man will be willing to read a book on teenage rubble. But what I can tell you as a man who has transitioned long ago into true manhood is that most men themselves disregard the rights of other men almost every day of American life. And in Japan, they don't do that as easily or as quickly because team and teamwork and getting along is a major motto of most companies today. In companies today in America, we have this individualism that takes away other human beings' rights. And in companies today, we have women emoting all over the place as if they have rights over strangers and rights over men. And on a regular basis, I have women coming up to me, not the women I'd like to see, trying to do something for me because they need something in their soul from me. Look what I did for you, their position is always. I bought this for you. Do you hear the grammatics? That openly they're saying, I did, placing emphasis on who they are and what they need and what they want and what they saw and what they conceded to, instead of saying, if I'm him, what does he want? If I'm a man, what would he need? But the truth is they still miss the mark because they don't concede to the concept of God saying, help him. But society in America says, ask him what he wants. Ask him what he needs. And provide to the need that he sees for his life. It's really true that you might be omnipotent too, and you might feel that you know what he needs. It's really true that you might want to feel you're like glue and you can fix him and put him back together like the Humpty Dumpty stories of our childhood. But the reality is you haven't earned the right to advise him, so don't do that. You haven't earned the right to suggest to him something else because of your experience with your versions of the men that you know. You see, you don't know what you don't know. You don't know what someone's needs are. You don't know what they want. You don't know their vision, their mission, their values for their life, because mainly you refuse to concede. I bought this for you. I didn't ask you to buy it for me. Because if you had asked me what you could buy for me, I would have told you a pair of new shoes. But that means you have to check your personal budget of, though you have $60 to gift to someone who needs new shoes. But I just bought me some new shoes that I could afford from a lady that I buy from almost every day. Because I have to supply myself the clothing that I need for my life right now, as opposed to providing for me the clothing that I need for tomorrow in my new job.